I think it's a question some people are probably asking. I know Nikki Haley's campaign is asking, when are you going to drop out and at least give Nikki Haley a shot to take down Donald Trump in this nomination? She laid you out. Please. You're a walking hypocrite.
You wish, said DeSantis, campaigning in Haley's home state today in South Carolina, firing back with this after the debate. Watch.
I've been a governor. I'm a governor. She was a governor. Can people name anything that she did as governor that was significant, substantive? No. And a lot of people in South Carolina I talk to can't do that. Whereas me, we've been a transformational governor.
Nikki Haley on Newsom and DeSantis' lips last night and today. Here to react, Republican presidential candidate, former ambassador to the UN, former South Carolina governor, Nikki Haley. Governor, always good to have you with us. Thank you very much for joining us. First of all, I'd like your response to what Gavin Newsom had to say. He says that you and your team, you want to see DeSantis drop out. Would you like to see that?
Well, I've always said it's a personal decision to get into a race. It's a personal decision to get out of a race. I'm never going to tell a candidate to get out of the race. That's their decision. It's up to Ron. But I think you can look at where we are right now. We're second in the polls in Iowa, second in New Hampshire, second in South Carolina. And so we're going to keep working hard. We're going to keep staying focused, and we're going to get this done at the end of the day.
And he also went after you for your record as governor.
Well, I think he went after my record as governor because he's losing. I mean, who else can spend $100 million and drop half in the polls? I mean, my record as governor is clear. I took a state that had 11% unemployment. We dropped it down to 4%. We were known as the beast of the Southeast because we created so many jobs and brought so many companies in. We passed voter ID. We passed one of the toughest illegal immigration bills in the country. We passed the first body camera bill in the country. We were, strong and known on every level that South Carolina was on top. By the time I left, we were named the friendliest state in the country, the most patriotic state in the country, and the #2 state in the country people were moving to because of our quality life, our low taxes, and what we were getting done in the state. So I'm proud of my record. South Carolinians should be proud of our record, and he can talk down about South Carolina, but I would remind him if he's here today, that's probably not a good idea.
So right now, President Trump is polling at 53 in South Carolina. You're polling at 22. The former president went after you for this Koch brothers endorsement that you got. Very big endorsement. And as you've pointed out, a lot of these folks would have liked to have had it. He calls you, he gives everyone a nickname. He calls you Bird Brain. He says that you're a globalist and that that they're in support of America's and for China's prosperity, making a play on AFP there. What do you say to former President Trump about those charges, Governor?
I mean, look, all these guys know that we're surging in the polls, so they're all starting to hit. But the reality is, look, the nickname, he's losing it. It's not even a fun nickname. I don't even think it was that great. But I think that you look at everything else he says, he knows how strong I was when it came to China. I was actually tougher on China than he was. He just handled the trade part of China, but he didn't do anything about the fentanyl flow. He didn't do anything about them stealing intellectual property. He didn't do anything about them buying U.S. land. He didn't do anything about actually defeating all of the intrusion that was happening in our universities, from police stations to creating a spy center off the coast of Cuba. We're going to have to deal with all of that because he didn't deal with any of it. But what I'll tell you is our focus is on making America strong and proud. We're going to do it by getting our economy back on track. We're going to get our kids reading again. We're going to make sure that crime comes down. We're going to close our borders once and for all. And we're going to let the world know America's back. And a strong America doesn't start wars. A strong America prevents wars. And we're going to be preventing a lot of wars.
This is Jamie Dimon, who also spoke out in support of you this week at the same forum. Here's what he said.
If you're a very liberal Democrat, I urge you, help Nikki Haley too. Get a choice on a Republican side that might be better than Trump.
So there's a lot of suggestion that even if Ron DeSantis were to drop out, and there's no sign that he's doing that right now, that his supporters wouldn't likely roll over to you. And Dimon seems to be suggesting that there is territory that you could be staking out that might help you to build those numbers. Are you making an active effort to reach out to Democrats?
Well, first, let's go back to the fact that I just got the endorsement of the largest conservative grassroots group in the country that's focused on expanding freedom and limiting government. They liked my economic plan. They liked my plan as governor. They liked my policies on how I want to go and get the country back on track. And that's something that every candidate wanted, and we were blessed to get it. So that's the first part of it. And it's a very conservative organization. So we've got conservatives on the ground. When it comes to people like Jamie Dimon and others, I'm thrilled that they want to support us. We'll take all the support we can. But let's remember, Republicans have lost the last 7 out of 8 popular votes for president. That's nothing to be proud of. We should want to win the majority of Americans. Anybody that wants to come support the cause, whether they're Republican, Independent, or Democrat, we're going to take them. And that's the way the Republican Party should look at it, is this is a story about addition, not about getting people and pushing people away. We've got to think about America.
Nikki Haley, former governor, former ambassador for the United States to the UN. Always good to see you. Governor, thank you very much.
Thanks.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.